Good morning and welcome to Friday's live trading. I've literally just taken a trade. I was recording, but realised I had my sound on mute, so I've had to start the recording again because I'd had my mic switched off. So anyway, so I have literally it's just what 7:38 this morning, and I've just literally just gone along at 75. I'm chatting with the guys in the trading room here. So here's the position. I'll explain these positions. I'm really down to not a lot left in my overall swings and stuff now, but there's some reasons for that. But I've made some mistakes here overnight, which I'll confess to our traders in our trading room here this morning. Basically, some of my positions got paired off, and I didn't realise. If you have open, long, and short positions, and you don't put stops against them, you don't have to because they are hedged against each other. But then what happens is the broker will just net them off and think you want them closed out, and that's what's happened to me yesterday. Anyway, I'll explain that to our guys. So now, just got long here at 108.75. I've got a stop at 65, and I'm targeting about 89. 87 to 89. If we can do a pullback, then I'll get some more units in. But at the moment, it's just flying away from me. So, oh dear, yeah, I'm just sort of still sort of saying oh dear because of the mistake I've made there, and anyway, I shall explain that a bit later. Right, I shall press pause for now. We're long euro dollar for now, but then I'll be looking to switch actually today. So I'm long at the moment, but I will then be looking to switch short. Doesn't often happen, but I can see the potential to short this, and for now we've got some short-term momentum to the upside. So I thought I'd go in on that and see how we get on, and but then there potentially could be another trade coming up once it's come up a bit to short it. I'll press pause for now. Okay, so we're just coming up here on the euro dollar. We're getting close to target, so I will bring up the ticket, unfortunately. So the target's up in 66 area, so we're nearly there. Sorry, it's not a lot, but we'll be looking to switch this. Like I said, we're looking to reverse this soon. There we go. It's just hit the 86. Sorry, did I say 66? 86. There we go. Okay, just closed out there. What did I get? 86.7. Wow, what? Whoa, I got 11 pips this morning off of that first trade. Oh my God, let's shut up shop and go and get myself a coffee because I think it's just about paid for it. Okay, so remember that I am looking to switch here this morning. We only got that one unit in because I wanted to add the position. Remember, I chased the trade at that point at 75, so was hoping to see if it was going to do a pullback. It never has done, so only got that one unit off. We'll explain. Oh no, I don't need to explain anything else. This is the video. So right, okay, that's fine. But so basically, what it's done is I've closed it off as we've come into this 5-minute 500. If the euro dollar can go a little bit higher, then I'm going to start shorting. I might even start shorting. Yeah, it's going to need to go a little bit higher, and I will start looking to short it today. I'm going to look to reverse the euro. It's going to need a little bit of slack on that one on the short side, so that will need a wider stop. It's a different type of trade. But yes, I will be keeping my eye out for a potential short on the euro dollar this morning. Okay, I'll press pause for now. Okay, so I'm almost immediately now switching across to the pound dollar. I've said to the guys I'll look to short that into its 8 a.m. pivot here. It's nearly there, and I will only put a single unit on this one because we have got news coming out, GDP news coming out at, there it is. Just shorted it at 00. We have got GDP news coming out at 9:30, so I'll only put the one unit on that. I'm going to put a 10 pip stop on it again. So, and it's not an arbitrary just 10 pips. I am looking at the charts. I'm not making up these levels. So 129.10. As far as targets are concerned, we've got a target down at 87. So it's about 13 pips this morning, but it could go beyond that. So we'll see if I can get potentially some more off of that. So that's the pound, but realistically, I want to go back to this euro dollar. Oh yeah, that's gone. Those couple of pips higher. The 5 minute 500 was a logical enough target. Oh, it's hit at some levels now on the euro dollar, so I want to get short on the euro dollar as well. So let's euro. So I'm going to get a unit offer here on the euro dollar at 86 I got, so I didn't quite get the levels, but it's hit my upper bands on the 4-hour chart. There's another level higher up at 98, so this trade is going to need a wider stop. So this one I'm going to be putting a stop up at 109.15 to 20, I would say. I'll be putting a stop up, yeah, 109.15 on that one. So that one, all of a sudden, if I've got in at 86, we'll call it 85, so it's 95.05. So that's a 30, just under a 30 pip stop on that euro dollar on that unit. Now, if it can go higher into my 4-hour 20, which is up at 98, then I can get my second unit in there, and obviously that one will only have a 17 pip stop on it. So at the moment, trading massively undersized here today so far, but we'll see how it goes. The euro dollar has the potential for a run down to around about 108.30 odd. I was talking about it yesterday with the guys in the room. The daily 200 down towards that zone, which is down in the 30s. There's some other levels in the 30s as well. So it's got enough scope from a risk reward perspective today, but again, I don't think this one. I think this one could take several hours to play out. We've got some momentum to the upside at the moment on the hourly charts, and I think that would take some time to sort of unwind itself. So it's a case of probably having to sit on that one, and probably for it to go a bit higher. So I'm just going to get that stop in off screen at the moment, 109.09.15. Okay, so I've now got this trade on the pound dollar, which I've just shorted. So here's the pound dollar, 129. Okay, so I've just shorted that, and then we've just got this short open on the euro. It's not often that I'm in. I only got asked this week, Charlie. Are you often in, two day trade positions or 3 day trade positions at once? And I said no. Most of the time I'm just in one. It's just circumstantial today that I've got a couple there. Usually I'll end up just taking one trade or one market if I'm seeing two things, but I'm just seeing two slightly different prospects here today, so I think it's worthwhile having them both on. So just banked the profits on the euro, and now got two more in. I won't put any bigger position in on the pound dollar, but the euro dollar I will. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for now. I'll press pause. Okay, so just back, and cables just stopped me out. So I was in at 129. It's just stopped me out at just over 120. 9.10. So the prior euro dollar trades just paid for that one at the moment. So back to flat. But there's a bit of trading going on here today, and that cable might still reset itself for another short at some point. So we'll see about that. But for now back to just trading, being in this euro dollar, and I'm playing a little bit of waiting game there. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and so the euro has pretty much come up to my 4-hour 20 that I was talking about, where I'd get the second unit in on the euro dollar. So I've got the first unit short in, and that's where I'll be looking to get the second unit in. All I'm really doing now is just waiting for the 5-minute charts just to close inside the bands here. You can just about see that over here. So that's just a different chart showing the same thing. So we've got less than a minute to go, and then I'll be putting another unit in here on the euro dollar. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get that close. So we're close inside the band. See if I can get a little blip up, actually. Come on, do a little blip. See if we can get a little bit of a blip up. Sometimes you get a blip and it gets you a slightly better price, and other times you don't get it at all. So sometimes you have to be careful there. But let's see if we can get this little blip, or do I want to... There we go. Oh, at the time I hit it, I saw it went into 93s. By the time I hit it, I still got 92.8. But anyway, that'll do. So I've got a second unit in there at 92.8. Let's bring up the account. And so I remember we've got that cable trade that I got stopped out on for -80, obviously made 86 on the first trade on the euro, and now obviously I'm in these trades. Oh, we've got that blip now. And it could still go higher, this euro dollar, so I'm still going to put this stop up at the same level at 0915. So I have got a 30 pip stop from the first entry and a whatever the stop is there, 24 pip, 23 pip, 22 pips almost, stop from the from the second entry there. So now it's just a case of seeing whether the euro dollar can gradually, this is a 5-minute chart here, and it looks like that's the trend, and it is obviously the trend on that time frame, but you come out to the higher time frame, so we come out to the hourly chart, and we see it's actually in a bit of a retracement mode here on the hourly time frame, and I'm looking for, what I'm effectively looking for is for this to sort of maybe just hold up for a few hours, and then gradually, as the momentum hopefully starts to wane on these smaller time frames, then for it to then start eventually coming back down again, probably later into today. I'm not expecting this to happen necessarily this morning, so this recording may go on for a bit longer today, whilst I'm waiting for this to set up. So I think this one's going to be a slow burner today. I shall press pause for now. Okay, just back, and looks like, well, this euro dollar has stopped me out for the time being. It's had a run up here, so let's have a look at the account here. So obviously forget the overall profit, because that's obviously a swing long I'm in on the euro dollar, but for today here I've had I lost £400 on that, effectively 400 quid there, on that so far. But you know what, I've got this this feel today that some days you look at the markets and you feel that, okay, I don't think this is necessarily over, the trading is necessarily over today. Sometimes I just want to get the video out, and because I might have stuff on, but I don't today, and so I'm going to keep watching, because it's more than possible that I've just got stopped out and that's it, and I might still have another go at this euro dollar a bit later today, because I have a view on it, and it could just be I've got stopped out on a bit of noise there. So I'll keep an eye on this, and maybe this video is not quite done yet, so I'll press pause for now. Right, okay, just back. Now this euro dollar has had quite a run up. I have to accept that the it's had a change here. Now, could it be, I was just saying to the guys in the room, could it be that all the momentum on an intraday basis has switched to the upside, but it has come up to the top end of its range here, if you look at the hourly charts here, pretty much. So is it that my initial analysis was overall correct based on those daily charts? If we go back to the daily charts, we closed inside the bands on Friday. I was looking for a blip up, which we had today, but and then ultimately come all the way back off. So is that going to be ultimately what still happens, and maybe that happens into Monday, or are we just doing a bit of a pullback here for a potential long play going into, and the euro has a breakout? So I have to go with, I guess, the momentum here, and so I will now put a long play in. It's got a little bit more of a pullback, and I'll put a unit in. So we have got news coming out at 1:30, so I'll only put the 1 unit in, if it can pull back here a bit further, and then we'll see what happens out after the news. If it then starts to roll away, what I will do, I was saying to the guys, that later tonight, if I see that it's closing, going back to that daily charts, closes back inside the bands, then I will short again for a run down on Monday. So either way, one way or another, I'll end up with a profitable trade somewhere or another out of this. It's likely, because if it doesn't break out, then it will want to come back down to those daily lower bands, and I'll end up just delaying my profit, or I'll take the losses today, and the profit will then make back those losses on Monday. Basically, that's what would happen. So for now, though, I will give this a trade on the long side, and see if it can then creep up. It might just creep up and then roll over again. Could do something like that. Or can it creep up and break out? We shall see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and the euro's come down sufficiently to put a a unit in here. And do I actually put so a few more in there and trade with a tighter stop? We've got news coming out in nine minutes. It's just GDP figures coming through, so they're okay. But the euro's done what I was looking for, which was to come down to the lower bands on the 30-minute chart. Let's have a look here. There we are. It's come down to the lower band on the 30-minute chart, so it's a straight band play. Are we going to see the euro dollar give back those wonderful gains it's had today, or are we going to go for a breakout? So I guess that's the eternal dilemma here today. I missed the last remnants of that. I say last remnants, but the last part of that up move by shorting it. So, but it has come down a bit here. I'm just going to. I'll leave the unit in there for the minute. So let's bring this up so we can see that. I need to get the stop sorted out. So let's move that over. So I'll put a stop in a sort of 05. So what have I got in at 24? Yeah. So I'll put a stop in a 20 pip stop in that 0905. And then we'll just see with regards to putting any more in with the news. So I'll just press pause for the time being, and we'll see what happens as we approach the news. Okay, so we're just coming up to the news. We'll see if what the euro's going to do here on the back of this news, whether it's going to come off. Cable's coming off at the moment a little bit from its up move this morning. Is the euro going to come off, or is it going to break up? If it does break up, then we could look to breaking out to new highs. But otherwise, I think we could. Well, we'll see if this is going to come off, and in which case I'll change strategy, so to speak, if it comes off as we go into the day. So if that was the case, then I'll change strategy as we go later in the day. But whether I'll keep the video going that long or not is another matter. So for now, we're sitting around this 30-minute band. So I'm going to put another unit in here now, but I'm now going to tighten up the stops. So I'm not going to have. They don't need to be that far away now. So let's tighten up these stops to 109, 109.10. So still, I'm just doing that at the moment, and then 109.10. Just getting those done off screen. It's a bit quicker. So we can allow a little bit of slack on the 30-minute bands. Let's actually bring them back up. So we can allow a little bit of slack, a little bit of overshoot, but I've just moved that stop to 110 now, and then we'll gradually move it up to 15. This is a band play after all, so it should be bouncing up. So let's actually just bring the two units up here. So let's get rid of that now. So here's the two entries, 24 and 23, and the stops are at 10. But like I said, I will move those stops up to about 15 if we do get that bounce start coming in. If we bounce, certainly once we bounce up to the upper bands there on the 30-minute charts, if we can get a bounce there. So I'm giving it enough slack at the moment, just in case it wants to overshoot a little bit and then come up. But otherwise, then I'll be out. And if it does come off and stay off this evening, then I will start looking to short for going into Monday. So that's what I would do. But for now, let's just see. As some of our traders in our trading room today have correctly pointed out, Euro's already had quite a good run today, and it's got up, and like I was saying, it's got up towards the top end of its overall range on the hourly charts. And if we go out to the daily charts, you can see what I mean here. So it has hit that, but let's just see if it can go for an overall breakout. If it does, fine. It's not costing too much to find out on this trade, so we shall see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, we've had a wee little bounce here at the moment, still having to think about it here at the moment. My stop's moved to 12 now, so I was looking at the charts on the 30-minute, still allowing still a decent overshoot there if it wanted to overshoot these bands. Realistically, we're about there or thereabouts. So let's just see now. I'll play a waiting game and see what's going to happen. If it just starts to drift down, then I might as well just allow it to get me stopped out, and then I can start having a look at this with a different view, which would be with a view to short it at some point. Anyway, I'll press pause now. Okay, and the euro has come down, as we can see here. So I've got stopped out at 12. Yep. And so yeah, another 94 and 84. So it's about a 500 and something £1 loss today on the live trading. I think I'll leave it at that. I've given it a go there. I had a sneaking suspicion that this thing might want to come off today. I've got some other ideas of what's going on, so I may well be putting a short later on this evening on this euro dollar if it holds down. So because then coming out to the daily charts, I think we've got the potential to pull back next week down into these sort of zones down here. So if that's the case, then we can't hold on to these gains. So we shall see whether what happens. But I think I'll leave it at that. It's 20 to 2. So a losing day for me today this week. In fact, it was a losing week for me this week. And so we have to just sort of say, well, okay, one of those things. Markets just wasn't what I wasn't in sync. My style, whatever, wasn't in sync with the markets, or just that the markets just weren't giving it to me. So I had winning trades and then losing trades, winning trades, losing trades. Just been a bit like that. So I shall leave you to it, and we'll be back in touch next week.